Good afternoon, my people. How on a day? Hope you are doing fine. Hope you are doing great. Yeah, we are here again today on Spit It Out with HERALD. And today we have a great personnel with us, and we are going to be talking about a great topic. So, before we proceed, we like to hear the name of our guest today, which is
Omonusi Grace.
Omonusi Grace. That name, can you imagine? Wow, that name is nice. Okay, what's my name again? Oh, I'm HERALD. Okay. Fast forward to our topic for today, which is drug abuse. Yeah. Again, we all know, we've all heard about the recent happenings in town and how much these young guys, these young men, the race they are using drugs, the way they are just taking drugs anyhow. And I guess there's a kind of effect that is having on their body. And even if you have to look at it, these cases of people using sex enhancement and all for, I think it's still drug abuse in a way or the other. So can we just have you talk about this? What do you think about these people abusing these drugs? And do you think it is even right for the Nigerian government to be licensing these drugs and for them to be selling it out to us? What do you think about this?
Well, there was a time a friend of mine spoke about something like this, and then it was like, we're talking about drug abuse, and it was like, should be in all of the pharmaceutical drugs too. I mean, the drugs that they will prescribe for you in the hospital, should be there are little quantities of this tobacco, narcotics, and all of that in it. And I'm like, yes. So it was like, is that not drug abuse? And I'm like, no, that's not it. A lot of us, we just feel like, should be is a normal drug. I'm taking it to do this, to do that. Fine. Is a normal drug, but before it was used in a normal drug, they measured the quantity first, and they knew that, okay, this is not going to be harmful. And normally, if you take paracetamol is like the commonest drug. There is a particular dosage that you should take at a time, and a particular dosage you should take in a day. If you as a person now start to take 4 tablets of paracetamol, that's to me, yeah. Exactly. So that's drug abuse in itself. So the people, the doctors and nurses who prescribed 2 tablets of paracetamol morning, afternoon, you already know that, okay, this quantity of whatever it is contained in paracetamol is okay for you at that point in time. Sorry for cutting you.
Like, the thing is that I realized that because okay, let me wind back to like 2, 3, 4 years ago. I've had friends that they are doctors, they are nurses, and like people in the healthcare system, they even abuse these drugs you are talking about. They smoke, they do a lot of things, they take these drugs. So what are we like? Is it that they are not aware about these things, or what can you say about this?
Well, that a person, does something does not mean that they are not aware of the effect. Some of them just decide to overlook. Some of them just feel like the benefit they are deriving from it at the moment is important, is of priority to them. So they will just decide to leave the effects for now. And the fact that the effect is not immediate, it feels like, okay, it's still something.
I've seen a doctor being laid off work just because before he does, like, he's a surgeon, and before he goes on any surgery or anything, he likes to take probably maybe some sort of drugs so that his intelligence level can be high. And it is on the high side now that a lot of surgeons, a lot of doctors, that they use it before doing anything.
Sure, I won't dispute that because it's actually true. I've had situations like that where some doctors, take drugs, take different substances just to keep them awake, just to keep them at work. And there are nurses that will take substances just so they can do 2-3 shifts at a time, just to earn their money.
So you mean there are doctors and nurses taking substances just because of...
Of course, there are people doing that.
Wow, this is mind-blowing. So if medical practitioners are doing this, they are taking these things, what is expected of us, we just the common civilians that we don't even know anything about it?
I feel your health should be your priority. My health should be my priority. You don't have to say because a doctor takes drugs, because a doctor smokes, because a doctor, does all sorts of things, then you yourself, you want to do it. When the doctor will come down with all of his cancer, with all of his lung problem and all of that, you don't want to suffer it too. Okay, the doctor might have resources to at least extend his death, because death will actually be the end point later. But at least he might still have the resources to extend his death or anything. But do you have the resources? So we should not just copy because the doctor does it, so you want to do it. It's not necessary. Your health should be your priority. Yeah, you don't want to suffer pain because somebody else is suffering pain. It's not logical.
But the thing is that most times all these people that take drugs, it is not easy to take it away from them.
Yeah, it's an addiction.
It's an addiction, and it's better they do not start at all. But when they start, it's very easy. It's very hard to stop them. And we've had the cases of people taken to rehabilitation centers, people taken to psychiatric homes just because of one addiction or the other, one OCD or the other. And these things, they are heartbreaking. They are heartbreaking. It is just degrading the moral and ethics of the society.
Of course, it's heartbreaking. It's telling really bad on our society. But then, if you start, there is still a way to come back. Rather than just going and saying that it's difficult to come out of my addiction and all of that.
It's possible to withdraw somebody that has been fully into drugs. Do you think it is possible to withdraw such person back to normality?
A lot of people will say it's not possible, but I will say it is actually possible. When I was in 300 level, we did a course in mental health, and then they talked about substance abuse and all of that. And I discovered that if a person is addicted to something, you don't just take it away immediately and just take it away just like that. No, there are steps to it. You reduce it bit by bit. You engage the person in different things to make the person try to forget it. Then you continue reducing. It might take months, it might take years, but you continue reducing it till you stop it completely, and the person does not really have the feeling that it's already taken away.
It is possible for someone to be abusing something and you won't know about it, because I could remember myself personally. There was a time I was probably when I want to read, I take more fearless until I met we talk about that person later, but till I met someone, a very special person to me, that told me that this fearless you're always taking it will definitely have probably a long-term effect on you or something. So then I tried to stop taking it, and I think after then I was able to stop it. But still, I still take it once in a while. But as at that time, before I was told, I didn't know that it has a bad side effect. So do you think probably we are not doing much of awareness about these things, because there are normal drinks, there are normal things that people do on a normal day, and they feel like, let me just cite an example. Do you know these people, like these local traders, the Yoruba calls the alajapas? Like when they go out and come back from their daily works, when they just go to chemist and they be like, help me to put paracetamol and chloroquine and all those things, help me to put it together, let me use it, and I will drink more on it and I will sleep. They don't know they are doing any abuse to themselves. So do you feel there's any awareness that we can, like the government can actually do, that we can advise on this session?
Sure. I feel the government, the health sector, and the various sectors, churches, schools, the various organizations that we have in the country, that we have in the society, they should work on it. I mean, the federal government should promote programs that will help to sensitize and educate people about drug abuse. A podcast like this is an example of a program that can educate people on the issue of substance abuse. In churches, in schools, you get to see more youth in schools. You get to see more of young people in the youth church. So those are ways to sensitize them and let them know that this thing is bad, because the fact that there are breast cancers organization, this organization that go about educating people about breast cancer, that was what made it really known to people now. So there should be organizations like that too, that the government will sponsor, that even individuals will sponsor, to make people know that this thing is drug abuse, this is drug abuse. Sure, I agree with you that there are some people that will go to just a chemist and be like, give me pain relief, me too. Some people will say, give me the normal.